Hey everybody. I've been asked recently to show the girls one more time. I was told by somebody that they really enjoyed the video that I did a while back where I put the camera down, left the room, left the camera recording just to see what Lucy would do while I was out of the room. So today I'm going to go ahead and do that again. But let me show you around just a little bit, tell you what all we got going on. Now, we have Alice and Lucy right here. I already have the K2 turned on. I've got a little mini flashlight over here that they can play with if they want to. I've got one of my favorite apps. It's right here. And let me show you real quick. Just so you'll see this to verify what I'm talking about. You see, I do not even have it started yet. It is not turned on. The app is on, but I haven't told it to start yet. Now, if I understand right, that app should not work until I tell it to start. And if I can get it to focus, please. Right there. You can see I have not hit the start button. Now, I may be wrong, and I'm not trying to claim anything, but hypothetically, that should not work until you hit start. Also, okay, now I can see good. I'm having to bend down while I do this. Also, I have a spinner that I got from Crossroads Explorers. And I got my newest little bitty buddy. Now that is how small he is. When he can fit on top of a spinner, he tiny. But I'm going to put the camera down and speak to my girls. Now for anybody who does not know the story about who all is with me, it's going to be a little crooked maybe, but for anybody that may not know, I do have a number of spirits that hang out with me. We have Lucy over there, Alice. I also have Allison and Crystal. Crystal has been with me the longest. She's been with me for over 40 years. Allison, I met her, it'll be a year in June. Lucy and Alice, I met them last year. Now these are the girls that are in here with me and walk around inside with me. Outside, I have Lucas and I have Luke. Lucas likes to play with the motion lights, and I just installed a new one right outside my window about 3 days ago. And last night during a live stream, I went out to take a smoke break, and as I'm standing there, I'm not in the field of the detector, so my movement will not set that off. But while I'm standing there, Lucas is playing with the light, and I'm standing there laughing and watching him because it's cut on, and then about maybe a minute at the most, it cuts off. It'll be quiet for a while, and then it cuts back on, and I'm sitting there laughing because I know he's the one playing with it. Yes, I tried to debunk it. I made sure there wasn't no limbs, no leaves, nothing with the wind blowing that could set it off. There was no animals outside walking around. The horses was on the back side and was a good 20 feet away. They couldn't set it off. I moved my arms up, down, left, right. I didn't set it off. So I did my best to debunk it. And my only conclusion was, with brand new batteries straight out of the pack, it had to be Lucas. Okay, enough of my jibber jabbering. As I said, I was asked to do this one more time, and today I'm going to go ahead, take time to do that, because I did enjoy it. Yeah, I'm rocking it because I'm trying to get it situated. And hopefully, as I walk outside, I'm going to try to do this for about 10 minutes. Now, with no clock on me, no watch, both my phones in here, it's going to be kind of hard for me to judge the time, but I'll do my best to keep this kind of short. But before I go out, I'm going to talk to my girls. And now when I say girls, I do mean young girls, because Crystal is the oldest. I know that for a fact. She's at least in her mid-20s. Allison is roughly about 6. Lucy, who you see in front of you to your right, she is, from what I am sensing, she's going to be around 7 or 8, maybe 9 at the most. Alice, I haven't picked up on her age yet, but I do know that she's somewhere around the age of Lucy. I can definitely sense that, but the exact, I haven't figured that out yet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have never had that turned on before. Wow. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm going to cut that off just until I come back inside, okay? Let me cut it off. Cut it off. All right. I have never had that turned on before. Never. Oh, man, that is cool. Girls, you can definitely play with that. I don't mind. I mean, and thank you for turning that on. And Lucy, like I have told you several times in the past, you're free to play with this. You can touch it all you want to. You can make this little black box. We call it a K2. You can make that cut on if you want to. It's got different lights, green, orange, and goes all the way up to red. So you can make that light up. We have a new toy that I really love you can play with. It's right here in front of me. It's called a spinner. And it'll spin around. All you gotta do is just barely touch it. See? Just barely touch it. It'll spin around. And of course the flashlight. Thank you girls so much for lighting that up. And if you want to do it again, you can. But for right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to step outside and check on the horses, make sure they're okay. And I'm going to let you sit in here and play with anything up on this table you want to, okay? And you can make noise if you want to. There's nobody here but you and me. So you can talk to each other. You can tap on stuff. You can walk around. Just have a good time. Guys, I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to leave these girls alone to have fun. And then I'll be back in a moment. You're going to hear me walk across the floor. I almost forgot to tell you. And you're going to hear me close the door where I'm in, the room that I'm in. And then you're going to hear me close the outside door. Now, as I close these two doors, this may light up because it's motion. It's got a motion sensor in it. So any movement on the phone, the table, will set that off. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about earlier. My phone ran out of memory and it just cut off. It recorded for at least 10 minutes after I walked out of the room, and I went back and I looked at it, and honestly, nothing was caught. The app you see down there, it did not go off at all. The flashlight did not go off. K2 didn't go off. There was nothing. The only content that I really got was what you saw. So what I did was I went ahead and kept the beginning and just cut the rest of it out. I wanted to try to give you guys a good video and hopefully get some good content. I'm not going to say I didn't, because just the flashlight by itself to me was pretty good. So I'll say I'm happy with just that. Now the app itself is still not doing anything. You see it right there. I went ahead and put everything up, well, except for Alice and Lucy. I kept them out, and the flashlight, I kept it out. But I put everything else up, and then I remembered I haven't done an outro yet. So now I'm going to take a moment and thank Alice and Lucy and Allison. Thank all three of my girls for being here today. I'm not sure which one turned the flashlight on, but I appreciate you doing that, and I wish you would do it again before I stop recording. You guys, I don't have the ability at the moment to really go places exploring or doing abandoned haunted houses, any investigations. This whole COVID-19 thing has got everybody kind of in a bad spot. And for me, just in my opinion, that's terrible, because I really believe that during all of this, the spirits are more active, depending on where you're at, of course, but even they are feeling this. Right now would be a good time, if it was safe, to go out and actually start doing more investigations. And unfortunately, for most of us, like myself, we're not able to. Every city has different laws that we have to now go by, curfews, everything is more locked down. But I'm trying to come up with some new content, new videos, new something. That way I'm staying more active. I'm trying to have fun in the middle of all that's going on around us. And of course, I'm trying my best to keep you guys involved in it. I wanted to honor the request that I got from somebody and have my girls here just do another episode, another video where I step out and just let them have fun, but my phone wouldn't let me. Now I gotta figure out how to get extra memory free on my phone, when really I haven't added nothing to it. This is a brand new phone. So I got that I gotta do. And I'm going on 5 minutes plus the 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay. I'm talking to myself because I'm adding up how much time the video is going to be when I get done. Okay, girls, if you want to say goodbye to my family, You can do that any way you would like to. You can make a noise, make something light up. You can make something move. Good girls. Good girls. You see how nice these girls are. This is why I like them. I ask them if they want to say goodbye to you guys, and they do. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Allison. Okay, guys. For a serious moment, thank you guys for watching this. Thank you. Keep talking, girls. They're listening. Thank you for being one of my subscribers. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. You can give me a thumbs down. You don't hurt my feelings. I'm not one of these people who get upset if somebody doesn't like something or doesn't approve of something. I don't get upset. You can always put the thumb down, like that up, I don't care. Because in the end of the day, I still had fun. And I know that the people watching this, my family, they had fun too. Girls, thank you for speaking to my family. And as I said earlier, thank you for lighting that flashlight up. Until next time, everybody. Take care. Remember that I love you. And like I always say at the end of my videos, if you ain't out there exploring, trust me, you ain't living. I love you guys.